What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Black Blade Uchiha coming to you with another video on this game Black Deck. And I got him yesterday. So I ended up just using some of my summons yesterday just to get him, in all honesty. My goal yesterday was like, I just want to get him to yesterday. That's it. That was completely it. The only dude I wanted to get him just so I can see things out. And my goodness, man, I like the artwork. I like his kit. To be honest, the debuff for all ranged enemies is really solid. You know, like when he's completely maxed out, foiled with using essence, he's pretty good, pretty strong. But it got me thinking about some things that I have thought about, but I've never spoke about. So one of the things I used to, very short story. I used to play two different card games. I kind of dally with one of them online every blue moon. So I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering way back when. I've never went to a Magic the Gathering tournament, but I definitely went to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. But that's neither here nor there. In Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, there are cards that have trigger effects, right? Just talking about mechanics or things that happen within the game. And the trigger effects can be just about anything. But what's most common in trigger effects are things like with Arthur. So it says buff another random ally by 10% of the card's max strength. Maxed out is 20% and 5 targets versus 5 targets. The first 3 times it attacks. It doesn't have to kill, it just has to attack. Right? That will be a trigger. In order for you to get that buff, that additional buff on the melee, Arthur has to attack. So with that being said, there are other types of effects like continuous. We can keep on with Arthur. Most heroes have a continuous thing. So all melee allies by 12% of this card's max strength, right? That would be continuous. No matter, it has a trigger, as long as he's on the board, it's going to happen. That's it. So, that's just two of the mechanics that I wanted to talk about, right? There's other mechanics that I can speak on as well. They're not necessarily triggers, but they're activation effects and stuff like that. So, but that'll make things a little bit more like, but I'm not trying to do that to everybody. So let's not do that. But what I like most about him is his debuff to all ranged enemies, right? And because he's a poison card, my thoughts, and let me know in the comments below if you thought the same thing. He'll be really good in ranged outpost. Really doggone good. Why would he be good there? One, I can't go into it right now, but one, he would all the cards there, I believe, are ranged cards except for like 1 or 2. Like they do use an alchemist in that. I believe they also use a scarab there. Maybe even not the poison dragon. I don't remember if they use a royal guard, like the poison royal guard. I don't remember that. But since I can't get in there, I'm not spending 200 gems just to get in there right now. I'm just gonna have to think about it, and then when it opens up tomorrow or later tonight, I'll be able to see, and I can confirm in tomorrow's video. Right. Another place I thought of might be good is Dragon's Lair. Now, granted, I do have the cards that I know will work in Dragon's Lair. Right? So if I wanted to edit this is just to test things out to see what buffs he would get and what buffs he would not get. Just for the record, he won't get a buff from Goblin's Chieftain or anything Goblin related. He will get buff for being the Mountain. He can get a buff for being the melee card, depending on the hero that you have. And if there's a hero that buffs other cards for having poison, he'll get a buff from that too. Where's that going to go? Oh yeah. So I'm just going to show you really quick here. This is what I would use. Equip. For Dragon's Lair. This is it. I'm showing you right here. I only need 6 cards to run Dragon 20. And who was the last one? It is... Honestly, it could be almost anybody. Like that last slot is just there to fill a role. You can probably use Alchemist in that role, honestly. But pretty much this would be what I would run for Dragon 20 every time. Why? Because it's consistently I can use Goblin Exterminator to mow down all of the eggs before they hatch, or at least most of them. Right? As long as he's not frozen, we cool. That's the only issue, is when he's frozen. He's frozen for like a turn. He's frozen for a turn, and then he can it can go downhill pretty fast at that point. So that's the only concern, but usually the frozen don't last more than a turn. That's about it. So that's what I would run there. That's why I'm saying he probably would be good there, because I could drop him and put him in there, right? Regardless if he poisons anybody or not. The whole point is the additional debuff, right? Here we got Witch, and then you add him to the mix. This is the kit I decided to go with for him, just so you can get an idea. This is a Savage set and an Insightful set. So he got an extra crit chance, and then he has that piercing ability. Now I can go a little bit differently. And I didn't think about it until I was getting ready to equip Skeleton Knight, right? But not gonna go there right now. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But that's pretty much what I'm getting at. Like, I'm trying to figure out where he fits in best. He could be really good in arena at times, and just other times, right? Just be a beat stick other times, right? It is very, very possible. Now that I have him, that's what I'm thinking about. He wouldn't really be all that great here, because everybody's here is melee. Everybody. So you would need somebody else to take that spot, unfortunately. So it's just going to take some time to figure out where he's best suited at. In all honesty, just so you can have that warm and fuzzy about using him. So along with his brother, the Lightning Orc, I think that's what it's called. Yep, Lightning Orc. He has the same thing, debuff all ranged enemies. Same ability, the only difference is it's a different element. Also, he is slightly stronger than the brother. Lightning Orc is 300 points. 300 points stronger. So I'm going to end the video here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Holla back at your boy. Peace.